Dr. Subramaniam spoke of the state of Carnatic music today.
There was a time where, at one period, we had almost like 10, 12 solid great artists dominating the scene. There was Chembai Vaidyanatha Bhagavathar, Chammangudi, Srinivasa Iyer, Maharajapuram. Then we had Ambi Subramaniam, D.K. Patamal, Madhuramani Iyer, G.N. Subramaniam. The instrumental side like T.R. Mahalingam, probably the greatest flutist of all time. Palkat Mani Iyer, greatest Mridangam player of all time. All this period was there simultaneously. It was a golden time. Since then, there are other artists who have started way of doing a lot of great things and tried to push the thing. But I'm really hoping soon we'll get to a place where we have those kind of stalwarts, many of them at the same period. So when it happens, what happens is everybody tried to push the boundary more and more instead of 2-3 people singing. As if you go to Alatu Brothers concert, you have something special, which is their trademark. Go to Chamagudi's concert, it is something special. GNB something special. It's at the same time we had like so many great artists. Same thing instrumentalists too. But I think I'm really looking forward to that kind of thing where music will become such a powerful source at the time. But now what has happened because of the lot of the television programs which is happening, everybody try to go to, it's a fast track to become a celebrity. If you go to one of those shows, become one of the, even one or two in the ranking, immediately you get a tour, you perform, your life is immediately, everybody knows you because of the television, media and publicity. Then after 2-3 years, the next guy comes or next girl comes, so this life is gone. So some over there, whereas in those days, one became popular because of many years of hard work, many years of putting passionately all your energy and hard work in one direction to master the instrument or vocal, whatever you are doing. So you really wanted to become a true master. So then people started listening to you slowly by word of mouth. People started saying, oh, this is fantastic, that person is great. So over a period of time, they built up a reputation. There was a track record. There was hard work for many years. Now, instantly, sometimes you get known. Some people are very talented and some people are lesser talented. But with the media and all those things, sometimes that balance is not there.
Dr. Subramaniam said the fame brought by reality shows is short-lived and networks should reward talents in more productive ways.
What as a reality shows mostly focused on Bollywood. If you want to focus on our traditional classical music and roots and things like that, if somebody does something in that direction, that will also attract people for that. Now, anybody who's learning singing, their parents or their advisory panel, as you call it, people who are around them say, you go and appear in the reality show, immediately you'll become known, you'll make money, you'll become a celebrity. So if you 10, 12 years or 15 years, if you do that, then what? After 2 years, somebody else comes, then you completely, totally disappointed. You would get dropped out of school, dropped out of college because you think this is your life. But music is such, over a period of time, when you start, these rewards should be like, we give you a scholarship, you want to learn with somebody, or you go abroad, you want to study, you do a, education and masters or PhD in music. For the first person who will become first in the reality, we will fund them. That means they're really creating somebody in the long run. Every year you create somebody and then after 1 year they disappear. They also partly get ruined.
Dr. Subramaniam, who has performed with his father and his brothers L. Shankar and L. Vaidyanathan, said performing with his son Ambi at Maximum India was special.
No, we have been performing in the US. Yes, okay. In fact, last September, October, we did about 10-city tour, just both of us with Indian percussion.
I think 2005 was the first time.
2005 was the first time we played in the US together.
On his part, Ambi Subramaniam said it's a blessing to be able to perform with his father.
I'm privileged to be his son and his disciple, and I think it's amazing. It's the kind of opportunity that I get to perform with such a great musician, and the fact that he's my father on stage. So I think every time I get to perform on stage with him, it's something new, it's a different challenge, which I really enjoy.
Ambi explained that he doesn't feel the weight of expectations being the son of a maestro.
Uh, I think it's overwhelming if I consider him to be the great musician he is, and look at it that way. But I also look at it that he's my father playing next to me, so that makes it a little easier for me. Obviously, I can't be as good as him right now, so I just try to do what I can do and try to find my own way. I think that's the best way.
2011 is the 100th birth anniversary of V. Lakshmi Narayana, Dr. Subramaniam's father and guru. He spoke about the Lakshmi Narayana Global Music Festival that he is hosting.
My father was born 11th Jan 1911. He passed away December 4th in Los Angeles. He was staying with me. He was living with me at the time. December 4th in 1990. So after he passed away, almost like for a while, I couldn't play the violin because he was my teacher, my mentor, my guide. Really, he was my idol. So suddenly when he passed away, then whole thing looked so dark and I didn't want to play. At that time, Viji, she said, your father wanted you to make the violin popular and establish the Indian violin as a solo instrument. So during his lifetime, his dream came true through you. Now, suddenly if you stop all those things, he's just doing something opposite or something what he doesn't want you to do. If he's alive, he'll be very sad if you stop playing. But the whole thing started with his vision, and you have brought it, played with New York Philharmonic. He used to be there even when I played with New York Philharmonic, any major concert. He used to fly down and be there. He said his dream was that, to see the violin. Now, instead of stopping, why don't you start a festival in his memory? So I thought it was a great idea. So we thought we will start only in India. Started in Chennai. My friend at that time was the president of Music Academy, T.T. Vasu. I told him I want to start the festival. So every January 2nd, we started a festival in my father's name, Lakshmi Narayana Festival, where I had the M. S. Lakshmi to light the lamp. Srimati M.L. were very kind to come, sing a prayer song, lit the lamp. Chamagudi Srinivasa was there. We had Namagiri Peta Christian starting Radha. So we had a great festival. Subsequently, Vasu also said, every year I'll do it for you, no problem. Then it became bigger, a lot of interest. So we started playing in different cities in India. Then finally it became a global music festival, because then I started inviting people like Menuhin and some of the greatest artists, and we had the orchestras, symphony orchestras coming. So it became bigger and bigger, and the centenary year we thought we will do something very spectacular. So we started with a concert with violins from different parts of the world, all great violinists coming and paying tribute. We did a 6-city tour, and in between we will do different tours. Throughout the year we are going to do it. We finished a tour September, October last year as a tribute tour for my father. We finished in India, we did it in Middle East. We are going to do it in Far East now. Closing, we are doing a major orchestral piece where the symphony orchestra is going to perform a composition I'm specifically writing in honor, as a dedicated to my father's special composition. So that will be the closing of this festival for this year. But every year we have been doing different things, Visions of India, where we had all the great different styles of singing. We had, Gangubai Hangalji, Balamuraliji, and Bol of, from Bengal, Purnadas singing, and Pankajudas singing, Kavita singing, different styles of vocal. By listening to those, you can immediately identify different parts of India. It was Visions of India. We did one project like that. Sounds of India. We did so a lot of major projects we will do throughout this year.
Dr. Subramaniam, who's married to playback singer Kavita Krishnamurthy, talked about his recent albums.
One of our duet album, which was released in India, which was done, it was a live concert in Barbican, London. It's called Violin Virtuosos. It's a duet album. That got the award, like Jima Award, the best Carnatic. And the other fusion album I did with Kavita and my daughter Bindu, that got the best fusion album award. So we have finished another project, which is Kavita's album, where she has sung different styles of singing, different songs. by different great Bollywood writers, Javed Ji, Ravindra Jain, Sameer, for which I have done music. There are duets. She has done solos and duets with people like Sonu Nigam, Pandit Jasraj, Hariharan, Lucky Ali, and Suresh Vatkar, and different people. And I'm also, my daughter's album, Bindu's album, called Surrender, it's an English album. She wrote all the songs. She studied in Berkeley, Boston, composition and songwriting. She has finished her album. And our new album, we are working on it, which will be done in another 3, a video of both of us will be released soon.
That's all on ITV today. Please stay tuned for Imagination Television, coming up with a lot more from the Maximum India Festival in a minute. Don't go away!